for the world to see. Cause all I want from my people is to be finally free.
Kirk, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Usually when you and I talk, it's usually on a red carpet. It's usually at the JUNO Awards. It's either a win or a nomination for you. It's always because of great music. It's always something amazing. And you have done some amazing things for the last couple of years. But, excuse me, as I cough here, because you never know what's going on in the world today, especially what's going on with coronavirus. My friend, how are you holding up with this, with the virus and the world changing and so many things going on?
It's been a rough one of it. I've been taking it a day at a time, based on the fact that every day seems to be something different, something new, and I'm just trying to keep busy and keep focused and been writing and recording. That's about it.
Well, one of the things that have been going on, not just coronavirus, but the world looking at racism in a whole different light. And you, my friend, have taken that light and put it to music. You have a new single out. What's that single called, and how does it represent what's going on with the world today?
It's the new single is called "Let It Be Done," and it's just basically speaking to the people that are faced with this unfortunate situation of racism. Again, it's not like it ever actually went anywhere. I just think that now, because of social media, we see it more. It's not like maybe in the 60s where you may have a TV. Me being from Jamaica, not everybody had a TV. You know what I mean? Or I'm not sure about how Canada and America work, but you couldn't, whatever was going on in, say, Georgia, you may not hear about it in New York or in Toronto unless it was like national or international news. You know what I mean? And I guess with the help of technology, everybody's able to see everything at the exact same time. And because I've never lived in the 60s when they, or before that, more prominent, I'm facing it, and I'm seeing the effects that it has on me, or having to deal with my son, because he's asking questions like, "Yo, what's going on?" and people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So having to deal with that, I decided that I want to write a song to at least give hope to us.
Feel I let it be done. Oh, oh, yeah. You let it be done. Oh, oh, yeah. You let it be done. Oh, oh, yeah. You let it be done. Oh, oh, yeah.
Lyrically, what are the stories that you're telling in this song?
Lyrically, well, the first line of the song is speaking to us artists. You know what I mean? Like, I say, when it gets dark, we shine like the sun and illuminate the moon for the world to see. And that's just speaking to us, bringing light, or at least telling the truth in to our audience, to the fans of what's going on, because I believe that the people need that. You know what I mean? If nobody else is telling the truth, we as artists are supposed to, because we reflect what's going on in our communities. I also speak about, let's see, I also speak about, people that are less fortunate and still being able to smile, given their situation. You know what I mean? No matter how bad we in the Western world may think a situation may look, there's people that are worse off than us that still have the energy and the power to smile. Meanwhile, here we take a lot of things for granted. The video for "Let It Be Done" was shot in Uganda, and like, even looking at the video the first time I saw it, because I wasn't there when it was being shot, I'm seeing children without proper shoes, proper clothes, but they're smiling and laughing and playing, still giving their situation. And I'm like, there's people here that will be upset because they don't get the new Jordans, or the PS5 is out now and they won't be able to get it maybe until 2021. They're upset about it and sad. You know what I mean? And like people all over the world don't have the same situation, but they can find happiness about it. You know what I mean? So I just wrote the song from a different standpoint. I really didn't want to highlight too much racism. I wanted to be more give thanks for what we do have. You know?
I'm curious, and I hope you don't mind sharing this. You mentioned earlier in the interview that you had the conversation with your son. If you don't mind me asking, how old is your son, and what kind of conversation did you have, and how did you feel as a father who has gone through this and had his own conversation with an adult, having to now transfer that same conversation to your son?
My son's 10 years old, right? And it was, you know, everybody was, after George Floyd died and Breonna Taylor, like it became it was everywhere, you know. So he's seeing this, and then school wasn't happening because, you know, the whole lockdown and stuff like that. So he being on, you know, on playing with video games, and for example, like if you go into NBA 2K, there's Black Lives Matter all over it. The NBA they started protesting too with that. So he's seeing it and he's asking me what's going on. Now I never thought in a million years that I would have to explain to my son exactly what racism is being. You know, there's some people that unfortunately they were taught not to like black people because of the color of their skin. You know. And then he's saying to me, "But I have white friends at school." I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." You know what I mean? They don't. He doesn't know what it is. Like he's completely ignorant to it. You know, so it put me on edge. Now I'm gonna have to be like saying to him, "You have some people that don't like you based on the color of your skin, but at school he's friends with everybody. It doesn't matter what color they are, what their culture is, what religion they are. He's completely ignorant to the fact of what racism actually is." And his response to me was like, "Well, that's not even cool, Dad. I don't want to be like that. I hope none of my friends end up becoming like that, not liking me." You know what I mean? But it was a very hard conversation.
But doesn't that also show the beauty of children and, you know, the conversation which has been said for years, that you are not born a racist, you are taught
Exactly.
to be a racist.
And that's why I told them that they were taught this. It wasn't that. And that's why, like you said, children are so precious. They literally work off of the mechanicism of love. They don't know anything else. They love to do something. They're very curious about, you know, how everything works. And they just want to be with them. If you put two babies together from two different cultures and you see one start running, the other one's going to start running. They're playing immediately. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, I don't know what it is that switches. I don't know if it's TV or music or something like that, but people switch and start leaning towards their own, what they believe in. You know what I mean? Or what they think they should be like. You know, and that's the reason why I make the music I make, because I love knowing that children are able to love everybody. So I write my music from a place of love as well.
Well, we love your music, so we want to know that even though we've got this amazing single, will be other singles be following this? And is there an EP or an album to follow this?
Definitely. I have a few more singles that should be coming out. And because of COVID, believe me, Rudy, I wrote 55 songs and I recorded them. Right? So I think I may have 3 EPs and an album to release.
Well,
it's just a matter of when.
That means, you know, once things start to get better, there's going to be a lot more red carpets you and I are going to be talking on, and a lot more awards. So I'm looking forward to that. As we speak, the holiday season is coming up. Any plans for Christmas and any chance for Christmas music from you?
Plans for Christmas. To be honest with you, I was trying to head to Mexico before the lockdown really gets serious. I know we're able to travel. I just want to be on a beach by myself, totally social distanced, and then come back with a clear mindset. I think I need one. But as far as Christmas music, no, I don't think so. I don't. And it's unfortunate because Christmas is my favorite time of the year too. But with everything that's happening, I don't think I'll be able to do it.
I hear what you're saying, and trust me, especially ever since, as we speak again, Toronto had their snow downfall, and I'm so trying to get my head into the Christmas spirit, but it is tough. But hopefully, I will be able to, because I did have some Christmas songs in my head as I was shoveling for the third time. But because so many people are having such a tough time, though, any advice that you can give them that hopefully they can get through the holiday season, get through the rest of 2020, and hopefully having 2021, what it looks like as we speak again, a third company looks like they have a vaccine coming out, that we can hopefully get back to some type of normal and hopefully even a better world in the future.
Just live and laugh and love the people that you're around, and don't take things for granted. Like, really appreciate the time that we have with each other. That's more, and I believe that's what this season is about anyway. And as far as snow goes, Rudy, I'm for the snow up until Christmas Day, and then after that, it's a wrap.
I'm like you. That's the same with me. You can have Christmas Eve, Christmas, Boxing Day, maybe a little bit going into New Year's, but as soon as for me, New Year's, that's it, done. No more snow.
Let's just spring back.
Yeah, spring back. Oh, my friend, look, you know what? You're bringing so much warmth and beauty into this tough time. So I want to say thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for the past interviews. Thank you for this great song, and thank you for the advice that you're giving people out there. Social media, where do we go to all of you?
I'm Kirk Diamond. I'm at Kirk Diamond on Twitter and Instagram. KirkDiamondMusic.com is my website.
Be safe. Keep your family safe. Give your son a big hug for me. Have a great Christmas. And cross fingers, my friend, that when the 50th annual JUNO Awards that happen in Toronto does happen, we can be on that red carpet. Keep it annual. And you and I could be talking about great music and great songs.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.